Hey there, ghostly guys and gals. What's up? It's Ghost here, and welcome back to another depression vlog. This has been the last week of my school. I'm done with summer courses, so that's great. Um, I guess I'll start off talking about that instead of some other stuff. I'll get into the other stuff later, but I'll start off with like the stuff about the academic stuff. So I was able to like finish my first exam on Tuesday because the professor had it up from like the first Monday, and then you could do it anywhere, any time of the week basically. And I was just like, oh well, I feel kind of prepared for it, and I did some studying on Monday, and then Tuesday I was like, yeah, I'm ready to take the test, so I did. I haven't got my grade back, so I don't know how I did on it yet. I feel like I did good. I honestly don't know though. It's one of those things where it's like it's kind of like a math course. So the philosophy class, it could be like, oh yeah, I did good. I feel like on math tests before in the past, I've been like, oh yeah, I aced that math test. I get it back and it's like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, and I got an F, and I thought I was doing everything right, but I wasn't. So yeah, that could happen. We'll see. I guess I'll talk about that in the next depression vlog, and I'll talk about the grades I got if I remember to do that. I mean, I probably will, but. And as for sociology, that exam, like, you couldn't take it early. I had to take it. I had to wait till Friday to take it. So yeah, and I took it, and I didn't do as well as I would have hoped. It was like, it was a multiple choice thing. It was graded automatically. It was online, so it was graded the second I finished it, and I didn't do bad at all. Like, I did, you know, pretty good actually. It's just I was kind of disappointed, but I didn't do as good as I would have liked, and I don't even know what my final grade will be. It could be better than I think, but I think I'm gonna end up with a B. But yeah, I got like an 86 on the sociology final, and I'm kind of upset about it. You know, I'm like really tempted to just blame the professor because I feel like the questions were kind of harder than they needed to be. I don't know. I felt like some of them were kind of tricky. Um, like it wasn't really as straightforward as you might think. But honestly, I don't want to be like one of those people who's just like, oh yeah, it's all the professor's fault. I don't do anything wrong. They're at fault. That's dumb. And if you think about me and all the stuff I've done in the past, it would make a lot more sense to blame me rather than the guy with a doctorate degree. But yeah. So in the end, like I said, I did fine. I've done way worse in college classes before, and I'm sure there might be some people watching this who are doing way worse in their class. They're like, that's stupid. You did great. And yeah, but it wasn't what I wanted. But I should be thankful that at least I didn't fail. At least the sociology. I know I didn't fail that. Like I got a B at worst. I actually might get an A. It's kind of hard to tell, like with the way they kind of show the grades on the portal. So maybe the final grade will somehow come up to an A, but I don't think so. Um, so yeah, we'll see what the final grades are next week. Hopefully that yeah, that'll all go well. I don't really know. I don't remember, like, it's been a while since I was in college. I don't remember if they just emailed me my report card or if they told me to like go to one of the portals or like what. I don't remember exactly. So, hopefully that all goes smoothly and I'll be able to find my grades and look at them easily. So yeah, we'll see. But anyway, I was kind of underwhelmed with my own performance, but I did fine. It wasn't like I failed or anything. So that's something to be happy about. Anyway, another thing I've noticed this past week is that I've been feeling a lot more energetic. I don't really know why. I just randomly feel a lot more energy. I think that might be a byproduct of all the anxiety I'm feeling. Like I still feel a bunch of dread, and I'll get into that in a bit, but I think that might be like a way of my mind is like trying to, or I don't know, maybe it's just, I'm just jittery because of this all my like fear for the future, so I'm just kind of feeling like restless and stuff. So recently, I've decided I'm gonna take back up exercising and like dieting again. Um, I think I mentioned this in like one of the story of my life videos, and maybe in one of the depression vlogs. But like a few months ago, I was really working out a lot more often. I was dieting and all this stuff. And originally, it was supposed to, like, it was a ploy to get this, one of my ex girlfriends to be attracted to me. Well, that didn't work out, and even after that, like after she rejected me, I still was like doing it. So I was just kind of in the habit, and I was like, well, maybe she won't ever get to appreciate this gorgeous body, but maybe somebody down the line will. Uh, but yeah, so I'm doing that a lot more now. Um, it's funny. I say I'm dieting, but then like I just filmed a Ghostly Grub episode just now. But to be fair, I think in the loosest interpretations of my diet, what I ate was technically allowed, and also like I'm not. It's not like I'm eating like that every day. I didn't. It wasn't as bad as the other Ghostly Grubs I did, where I ate like a ton of stuff. So yeah, uh, me just defending myself a little bit there. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm on like a diet. Trying to cut out sugars and kind of low carb diet, and basically I'm just exercising a lot more. I'm doing a lot of push ups, planks, squats, that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, my goal is to build muscle and hopefully get like a nicer body, just so I can be more confident. And aside from that, it's just to burn energy because, like I said, I've been feeling a lot more energetic recently because of all this. I'm guessing anyway. I don't know if there's a direct correlation, but I'm assuming so because of all this, anxiety I've been feeling about the future lately. And moving on to that, I'm just feeling a lot of dread, and I feel like something bad is gonna happen. Um, I don't really know what's gonna happen exactly, but I just feel like something bad is going to happen. I kind of feel like, pardon me for doing this. Maybe I've done this in the past in other videos, but I'm a big history nerd, so I always like compare things to historical circumstances, like things that are happening in my head. I compare it to like, oh, it's like this time in history or something. But yeah, so I feel like I'm kind of like on the Titanic or something, and it's like I'm either like a psychic or I'm from the future or something. It's like I know that the Titanic is going to sink, and I'm on this ship, and I can't do anything about it. I'm like in the open ocean. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I know it's gonna sink, and I know there's a high chance I'm going to die. So yeah, and I'm just kind of like nothing bad is happening right now. It's smooth sailing, but it's like something bad is on the horizon. Um, that's what it kind of feels like. I just feel like the seas are calm now, but there could be an iceberg in the horizon. So yeah, I don't know why I feel so much dread and stuff, but it's just like I don't know. Just I'm just kind of scared of the future. In any case, in other news, I've also just been feeling a lot of loneliness and confusion. Um, I may have talked about this before. In fact, I probably have. It's just, it's typical stuff that I think about a lot. It's like, I don't really understand how people's minds work, and everybody's different, but it's like, I feel like a lot of people are cut from the same cloth. And even though they're not like carbon copies of each other, it's like they are like, oh, okay. I mean, I understand what you're going for. And whether that it's true or false, and I'm guessing it's false because I don't think I'm really that different if you really try and think about it and like compare me to other people. But I always feel like I'm cut from like a different cloth. And I don't mean that in a way like, oh, I'm superior than other people. I mean like in a way that's worse and makes it harder for me to understand others. Like I just don't necessarily like understand people's points of view, and I don't know, it's just kind of hard for me to relate to a lot of people, and it just frustrates me. It makes me feel really lonely and like I'm kind of alone. Nobody really sees things the way I see it, or at least that's what I think. I mean, I'm sure there are, but it's just like I feel like, oh, maybe if there are, it's a lot less, you know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just want people to like me, and I just want to feel accepted, and like I belong. Uh, it sounds like I'm at risk for entering a cult or something. To be honest, I could totally see myself joining some cult because, like, oh, I can feel like I belong. But there's no cults out there that I'm like, oh, yeah, their ideologies and beliefs are so, I don't know, logical. That's, because, cults are famous for their A+ logic. But yeah, so I, I just want to feel like people like me and I'm accepted, and it's just I don't like myself, so I feel like I have to compensate with other people liking me so that I can kind of feel better about myself. So yeah, I've been feeling a lot of that this week. So in other news, I'll update you guys a bit on the book I was writing. I told you about last week. I just finished chapter 2 today, so that's good news. Things are going well with that book still. Still going strong. So, that's good. Um, Also, I want to mention something. I know in the last video I said, "Oh, I'm going to go to Arkansas this week and I'm going to, film it or whatever." Well, that didn't happen because my sister had to move the trip back a week because she had like some workout class today that she didn't realize she had until like a few days ago, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot about this. We can't do it." So I was like, "Oh, no worries." So Arkansas trip should be happening next week, and hopefully I'll be able to film some of it and upload it. No promises. I don't know if it's gonna come out like well and all this, but we'll see. In any case, I also met up with that guy off Reddit that I talked about last week. Went well with him. We had a nice conversation. We talked about our lives and YouTube stuff. So yeah, he seemed like a cool guy. Don't know if or when I'll see him again, but we tossed around some ideas and maybe collabing in the future. So we'll see how that progresses. And I think that about does it. I don't think there's anything else I forgot to mention. So yeah, I hope you guys will all like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you guys on the next video. Stay ghostly.